TFNN. Headline News Update. Here's Tom O'Brien.
Hi everyone, Basil Chapman sitting in for this 10 a.m. update brought to you every day by Everbank, and Tom's on vacation, so I'm sitting in here. We're looking at the Dow. Dow right now is down 42 at 21,438. That spiked to an all-time high with the New York Stock Exchange on Friday. We will know within 2 sessions whether that was an aberration, because I'll go through it slowly as we go through the charts. But on the left here, you'll see that the daily chart made in Chapman wave, it's a peak D, could be an alternate count, but that high of 21,562 was made with very weak technicals. The weekly chart you'll see here in the middle hit the trend line resistance. This is going to be very, very important. Why? Because if the Dow at any point this week closes without making another new high, closes under 21,380. It's trading at 21,433 right now. That is going to suggest that the markets are now all in sync for the downside, because, and here we go, the S&P failed to make a new high. In fact, it's been very weak. It's been under the 9-period moving average, down 3.5 at 24.25. You'll see the weekly chart is also showing very weak technicals. The QQQ series, the NDX 100, right at this particular moment is up 28 cents, but it's had a terrible history over the last, since the 9th of June, where it hit 143.90, an all-time high, and it's really almost done a one-to-one to the downside. This 136.47 right now, 135.50 is going to be really critical. If it breaks that, that's going to be a very poor action, and the SMHs, the semiconductor index, try to rally. It's been leading to the downside. It's up 68 cents. Got to watch that closely. If you look at the bonds, TLT, this is the TLT, the Lehman 20-year Treasury bond ETF, trading at 124.36. Made a high recently at 128.57 on the 26th, and it's really come straight down. It's gone below the 200-period moving average, and that's suggesting that the yields are still moving higher. They might have slowed their progress to the upside. My thinking here is if the market is going to be coming down quite sharply, probably money will migrate from the equities to the safety of bonds, and that's what we'll watch really closely. Does the TLT start to stabilize right here? If you look at crude oil had a very nice run to the upside, giving some of it back today, and that's also going to be very important. At 46.07, down 1. If crude oil starts to drop towards the 45.20, 44.80 area, that's going to say, no, this was just a pop-up. This was just a kind of an aberration, move to the upside, when in fact the trend of the weekly has been decidedly down. We'll watch that closely. Going to the 48s in crude oil, that'll be very positive. High-grade copper, in fact, has started to pull back quite sharply. It was doing quite nicely within an high-level trading range. We will watch that. If you're looking at the high-grade copper right here, let me just do the chart. Sorry, I will have that ready for you. Not working. Okay. So if you're looking at high-grade copper at 2.65, it's really important that copper tries to get back to the 2.70s, because if it pulls back to the 2.62 area, that's going to suggest that there is a weakening economy, and that's something we're going to have to watch really closely. Now, within the context of looking at the overall markets, let's just jump over to the VIX index. The VIX index actually held quite well, pulled back quite sharply, but held very well going to the close on Friday, and today it's up at 11.74, up 52 cents. Now, this is going to be very important. If the VIX index is telling us that fund managers are really buying insurance, and they're now playing a trade, a position to say the market's coming down. We want to be owning the VIX index, because the higher it goes, the weaker the market goes. Watch the 12s. If the VIX index goes to over 12.34 in the next 2 days, this market's going to come down a lot harder. Thank you for being here. This is Basil Chapman sitting in for Tom O'Brien. And go to the front page of TFNN. Check out the Everbank front page news. Go to everbank.com and you will see that everything that you need to know. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.